Hi, my name is Kevin Adetekun, and I brought you out here today because I got something to get off my chest. Simply put, I don't feel heard. So today I brought you guys out to a park in Alexandria, Virginia, overlooking the Potomac. And as I said earlier, I don't feel heard, I don't feel understood. So it begs the question, how did I get here? So a little bit of history about me. I grew up in a fairly conservative home where I didn't feel like I could openly express my thoughts, my feelings. But all that changed once I got into grade school. Started to make friends, started to become a little bit more of a social butterfly. But one day, freshman year in high school, I had a catastrophic accident. It disfigured my face, specifically my smile. And all that progress I had made in social circles disappeared overnight. I could no longer look people in the eye or speak how I wanted to speak or present myself as I wanted to present myself because I was always fearful of revealing my misfortune. And because of that, people started to think that I was disingenuous, and that was not the truth. Since then, I've been able to restore my smile. However, I've not been able to restore my confidence when it comes to public speaking. You see, I still have a hard time maintaining eye contact. I fumble over my words at times, and it's very difficult for me to not overthink all the time. So I still needed something to fix that. So last year, I decided to start a YouTube channel. See, my thinking was that if I can master one of the most difficult types of public speaking, which is speaking to a camera, then I can take that skill and translate that to other types of public speaking. You see, I don't believe that I lost my ability to public speak. I believe that I lost practice in public speaking. And so, here we are. I still have one more problem. And what that problem is that sometimes I'm looking for approval. I'm guilty of it. You might be guilty of it. Don't feel ashamed about it. We just got to do something about it. And sometimes we're looking for approval from our closest friends and our closest families. And when we don't get that, we start to tell ourselves that we're not being heard. One of the best ways to approach this is something that Jesus describes in Matthew chapter 13. And he says that a prophet is without honor in his own country. What it comes down to is that when people are mostly familiar with you, your family, your friends, they're going to tend to have a lower value of you versus those that they're unfamiliar with, in which they have a higher value of. You can use that to your advantage. This is why when you go talk to strangers and people that you don't know as well, they may be showing you a little bit more love, right, than those that are closest to you and that know about you. And so this is one of the reasons that we have to stop replaying that story that we're not being heard and adjust our lens to focus more on talking to the right audiences. And sometimes we can be a burden to those that are around us by feeling like they always have to support us in everything, and they do not. And if you thought about it yourself, you don't support everything that everybody else does around you either. So this is one of the things that we replay in our heads when we feel like we're not being heard.